السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. ثم أما بعد, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah says in his book Al-Aqidah Al-Waasitiyyah, he said, as for what comes next, this is the belief of the saved and victorious sect until the day of judgment, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the people of Sunnah and the people of unity, and it is to believe in Allah and His books, and to believe in Allah and His angels and His books and His messengers and the resurrection after death, and to believe in the decree of Allah, the good and the bad. And we've talked in the previous class regarding believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we mentioned that the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala includes believing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists, and that to believe in His and to believe in the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His lordship, and also to single Him out in worship, and to believe that He is the only one worthy of worship, and to believe in the names and the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all of these six things, believing in Allah and His angels and His books, His messengers, the resurrection after death, and the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, are the pillars of Iman. This is what the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam responded with when he was asked, what is Iman? What is faith? What is belief? And the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned these things. So those are the pillars of creed. These are the pillars of belief. And so the first one is to believe in Allah. And alhamdulillah, by the bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we spoke about believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala briefly. This is a brief explanation on this treaty, Al-Aqidah Al-Waasitiyyah. And then the author, rahmahullah, he said, and his angels. Believing in the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is from the pillars of Iman. One would not be a believer if he does not believe in the angels that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. The angels is the word al-malaika. The angels, it comes from the word malak, which comes from the meaning of malak, and which is also comes and is derived from al-aluka. Well, aluka in Arabic means the message. This is the origin of the word. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned them in the Quran in many verses. قال الله تبارك وتعالى جاعل الملائكة رسلا أولي أجنحة مثنى وثلاث ورباع. He made the angels as messengers. Then they have they have wings, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 pairs, or 2, 3, and 4 wings. And they are a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are a nation and a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is invisible to us, that we cannot see, but yet they can be seen at times. They can be seen, as the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw Jibreel alayhi salam with his real shape, and likewise some of the companions, they saw Jibreel alayhi salam when he came to the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the form of a man, as in the hadith, the known hadith of hadith Jibreel. So they are a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them from light, from nur, from light, and they humble themselves and lower themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some of them have specific jobs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave some of them specific role and a specific job. Such as, for example, Jibreel alayhi salam is the angel of the revelation, is the angel of wahi. And sometimes some of the verses of the Quran might come down with other than Jibreel, as is known in the hadith. However, generally speaking, the revelation comes by way of Jibreel alayhi salam. Jibreel alayhi salam, the angel, he comes down with a revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also Israfil. Israfil is the angel who blows in the trumpet. His job is to blow in the trumpet for the beginning or for the last day and the death of the people on the last day, and likewise for the resurrection of the people on the day of judgment, on the day of resurrection. He blows in the trumpet, alayhi salam. And from the angels is Mikael, who is in charge of the rain and the plants, alayhi salam. And also from the angels, and those three angels, we notice that they are responsible for things that have to do with life. Jibreel alayhi salam has to do with life of the hearts. The revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in it is life of the hearts. And likewise, Israfil is responsible for the life on the day of judgment, the life of the bodies and the souls on the day of judgment, when he blows in the trumpet on the day of resurrection. And likewise, Israfil, نعم إسرافيل عفوا ميكائيل is responsible for the rain, and the plants, and by which is the life of the bodies in this life. And so the Messenger ﷺ used to mention their names. He used to supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of those three angels, when he starts his prayer in the night prayers. The Messenger ﷺ, as is known, dua al-istiftah, the supplication by which one starts his prayer. There are different ad'iyah lil-istiftah for the beginning of the prayer. There are different supplications, and one of them is the supplication that the Messenger ﷺ used to supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with when he starts the night prayers. The Messenger ﷺ used to supplicate and say, Allahumma rabba Jibra'ila wa Mika'ila wa Israfil fatira as-samawati wal ard alim al-ghaybi wa shahada anta tahkumu bayna ibadika fima kanu fihi yakhtalifun ihdini lima ikhtalafa fihi min al-haqqi bi'idhnik innaka tahdi man tasha'u ila siratin mustaqim. This is a supplication that we should learn, and this is said in the beginning of the night prayers. And the hadith of this supplication is reported and collected by Imam Muslim in his collection of authentic ahadith. And some of the angels, one of the angels, their job is to take the soul when at the time of the death of the son of Adam, that they come and take his soul, and they are the angel of death along with his helpers, because it's not just one angel. He, along with others, they take the soul of the son of Adam, as in the known hadith that when the son of Adam dies, the angels will take his soul and will ascend to the heavens, in the long hadith that is reported by Imam Ahmad and graded authentic by Imam Al-Albani rahimahullah. And it mentions that a group of angels take his soul, and there are angels that have kindness and mercy, and there are angels that have strength and severity that take the soul of the son of Adam. And likewise, there's the angel of death, and he has helpers. And all of those angels, we know their jobs. And also there are angels who travel. They travel on earth, and they look for the gatherings of knowledge and the gatherings of the mentioning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when they find them, they come and attend. And there are angels whose job is to write the actions of the son of Adam. قال الله تبارك وتعالى وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that there are angels who write the actions of the son of Adam. And from the angels are those who come and attend, and they remain in attendance of the son of Adam, and they defend the believers and they protect the believers by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they come in the morning and the night, and they testify with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as to how they found his servants, and that they mentioned that they came down and they were in prayers, and they left them and they were in prayers. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says to them, be my witness that I have forgiven them. I have forgiven my servants. And from the angels are those who are in charge of, and they are the keepers of the paradise and the hellfire. And as for the keeper of the hellfire, his name is Malik, As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said regarding the disbelievers, that they supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they say, Ya Malikul yaqdi alayna rabbuk. Ya Malik, they address Malik, the angel who is the keeper and the guardian of the hellfire. They say, let your Lord take us, make us die. And they wish that they would die when they are being punished in the hellfire. We seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also from the angels are those who are in the heavens and their job is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They prostrate and they bow down to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they are many in numbers. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Atat as-sama, the heavens have made a strong sound. And it is befitting for it to make this sound. There isn't a place of 4 fingers in it except that there is an angel who is either standing for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, standing in prayer, or making bowing down, or making sujood, prostrating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This tells us that they are great in numbers. Likewise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, وَمَا يَعْلَمُ جُنُودَ رَبِّكَ إِلَّا هُ. And no one knows the armies of Allah and the junud, those who are the servants of Allah and the armies of Allah, meaning from the angels and other than them, except for Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows them and knows their numbers. They are great in numbers. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned, as in the authentic hadith that is reported by Imam Muslim rahimahullah, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned that from the that they're in Al-Bayt Al-Ma'mur, which is the house that is in the heavens, that 70,000 angels enter into it, or they go around it every day. And that is every single day, 70,000 angels, and those who enter into it never come back to it. So every single day, 70,000 new angels come to it, to Al-Bayt Al-Ma'mur, the built house and the established house in the heavens, and they go around it, or that they enter into it. And that, without a doubt, is great in numbers, is a very large numbers from the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the angels, they have bodies, unlike what some people claim, that they are souls, they are good souls, or other than that, that is incorrect, that is wrong. And rather they have bodies. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saw Jibreel alayhi salam with his real form, and he saw that he has 600 wings. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw him with 600 wings, and he had covered the horizon. He was such a great creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he covered the entire horizon, alayhi salam. And also the angels, they have minds. They have minds and they make choices. Otherwise, it would not be praiseworthy for them that they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that they do not disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if they don't make the choice, and if they don't have a mind and make the choice, then their action and their worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and their submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not be something that is praiseworthy. Otherwise, they are controlled, and they would not be praiseworthy for it. But rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said regarding the angels, لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. They do not disobey Allah in regards to anything that He commands them, and rather they do that which they are commanded. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about them, يسبحون الليل والنهار لا يفترون. They make tasbih in the day and the night, and they do not become tired, or they do not become bored, or they do not leave off the tasbih in the day and the night, the mentioning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if this is not something that they make a choice in regards to it, then it would not be something that is praiseworthy, because one is not praised for the things that he does without an intention and without making the choice to do the righteous good deed. So they are, and that is the correct opinion, that is what is correct, and this is the correct belief, is that they make choices and they have minds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created them, and they submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do not disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they have physical bodies, but we cannot see them, although the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw Jibreel alayhi salam. So it is possible to see them, but generally speaking, we don't see them. We do not see the angels. And inshallah, we will stop here. And in the next class, we will start talking about the books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the author, rahimahullah, he said to believe in Allah, His angels, His books, and to the end of the pillars of Iman. So we will stop here, inshallah. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك